Lady Sylvanas, we are pleased that you came.
How could I not? For some reason, I no longer hear the Lich King's voice in my head. My will is my own once again. You Dreadlords seem to know why.
We've discovered that the Lich King is losing his power. As it wanes, so too does his ability to command undead such as you.
And what of King Arthas? What about his powers?
Though his runeblade Frostmourne carries powerful enchantments, Arthas's own powers will fade in time. It is inevitable.
You seek to overthrow him, and you want my help to do it.
The Legion may be defeated, but we are the Nathrazim. We'll not let some upstart human get the best of us. Arthas must fall.
The Lich Kel'Thuzad is far too loyal to betray his master. But you, on the other hand...
Hate him. I have my own reasons for seeking vengeance. Arthas murdered my people and turned me into this monstrosity. I may take part in your bloody coup, but I will do so in my own way.
I, for one, do not trust her. Her heart is still elven. She will never side with us. Don't be too hasty. She has great spirit, but her hatred for Arthas will ultimately serve our cause.
Agreed. Well, if that's settled, let the festivities commence.
So the seizures have been getting worse?
Yes. With my powers drained, I can barely command my own warriors. The Lich King warned me that if I didn't reach Northrend soon, all could be lost.
Fear not, my king. Everything is being prepared for your departure. The ships are waiting at the coast, and...
There's been a change of plans, King Arthas. You're not going anywhere.
Assassins! It's a trap!
You should never have returned, human. Weakened as you are, we have assumed control over the majority of your warriors. It seems your reign was short-lived.
There are too many of them, my king. Flee! Escape from the city! I'll find my own way out and meet you in the wilderness.
All right, Lich. Good luck. Faithless coward. I'll make sure you suffer. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like
Our master Kel'Thuzad sent us to aid you. Our new skeletal mages will make short work of the rebels.
Very good. We'll need to move quickly and find any others still loyal to me. We're going to need all the support we can get.
What does the shadow rule? Let
No one guide me around. At last. This is more like it. Finally.
Your pain shall be legendary.
What is it now? This is more like it. At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
The dead shall serve.
Tread lightly. No one orders me around. Finally. Frostmourne
Inventory is full.
for the Lich King.
As the shadow will.
Speak. At last. What is it?
What does the shadow will?
Tread lightly.
Inventory is full.
Speak, fool. This is more like it. Finally. Tread lightly. This is more like it. Finally.
This better be good. The dead shall so restless dead await. Let darkness guide me.
What is it?
What does the restless dead await? As the shadow shall serve.
What is it now? Tread lightly. At last.
Our forces are under attack.
Speak, fool.
For the Lich King.
No one orders me. This is more
Inventory is full.
I'll make sure you suffer. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Finally. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers.
The restless
What
dead
does the
await.
shadow
As the shadow will.
Tread lightly. This is more like it. At last. Finally. No one orders me around. This is more like it. At last.
Faithless coward.
This is more like it. At last. I have need of your abilities, little shade. Will you help me?
I live only to serve you, King Arthas.
Speak, fool. No one orders me around. Finally. This is more like it. Speak, fool. Finally.
What we do?
No one orders me around.
The dead
What is
shall
it?
serve. For the Lich King.
Tread lightly.
Let darkness guide me.
No one orders me around.
What needs revealing?
Speak, fool. I'll make sure you suffer.
This better be good. The dead shall serve.
What does the shadow
will? This better be good. The dead shall serve.
Tread lightly. Faithless coward. Speak, fool.
The restless
No
dead
one
awaits.
orders me around. At last.
What we do?
Speak, fool. No one orders me around. Finally.
The dead shall serve.
What is it?
What does the shadow will? None shall survive.
No one orders me around. What is it now?
My Nerub. The rebels nearly had us, King Arthas.
I would not leave my subjects to be slaughtered by this rabble.
Then we shall stand by you till the end.
No one orders me around. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. What is it now? This is more like it. Finally.
What needs revealing?
Tread lightly. This is more like it.
Inventory.
Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. Finally. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. What is it now? Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne
The
hungers.
restless dead await. What does the shadow will?
Speak, fool. Ah, at last. Must be. What is it now? This is more like it. Speak, fool.
Make your choice.
Tread lightly. Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, I have need of you warriors. Come with me. Hungers.
Inventory.
This is more
full.
like it. No one orders me around. Ah, at last.
Must be.
What is it now? The Dreadlord's guards are stationed outside that armory. If we can fight our way past them, we could commandeer the meat wagons held inside.
As the shadow wills. For the Lich King. Our forces are under attack.
My sight is
Tread lightly. Speak, fool.
This better be good.
What is it? This is more like it. Finally. You will know endless. I call upon your loyalty. Will you serve me? Finally, some firepower. These will help us with the main gate's defenses. Finally.
We done waiting. Make your choice. Proceed for the Spider Kingdom.
Speak, fool. What is it? Faithless coward. Speak, fool. No one orders me around. Tread lightly.
What does the shadow will?
Speak, fool. Ah, at last. This is more like it.
Our forces
Finally.
are under attack. This better be good. As the shadow will.
Tread lightly.
We done waiting.
Speak, fool.
What we do.
No one orders me around.
Make your choice.
Tread lightly. I'll make sure you suffer. Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. What is it now? No one orders me around.
What does the shadow will?
Speak, fool. No one orders me.
What does the shadow will? Let darkness guide me. As the shadow will.
Intriguing. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. You will know endless torment. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. What is it now? For the Lich King.
Our forces are under attack.
No one orders me around. At last. Finally. At last. What is it now? This is more like it.
The restless dead await.
Speak, fool.
You ran.
No one orders me around. Tread lightly. At last.
Our forces are under attack. Serve. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King.
Intriguing.
For the Lich King.
Speak, fool. Tread lightly. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. No one orders me around. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. This is more like it. At last.
You there. Will you not stand by your king?
This better be good. The dead shall serve.
What is it now? At last. This is
Our
more
forces
like
are under attack.
I'll make sure you suffer.
What does the shadow will? This better be good. Our forces are under attack. The dead shall serve.
No one orders me around. Tread lightly. What is it now? Speak, fool. Tread lightly. Finally. This is more like it.
This better be good.
Intriguing.
These piles of corpses will serve us well. We can reanimate the bodies and bolster our forces as we move.
You will know endless torment.
At last.
What does the shadow will?
What needs revealing? My sight is yours. I'll look into it.
Tread lightly. What is it now? This is more like it. Finally. Speak, fool.
I await.
What is it now? This is more like it. Finally. For the Lich King. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. Speak, fool.
This better be
Tread lightly. Speak, fool.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. What is it? This is more like it. At last.
Our forces are under attack. The restless dead await.
Tread lightly. Finally. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
The dead shall serve. This better be good.
Tread lightly.
Our forces are under attack. Shall serve. Let darkness guide me. I shall be your eyes.
Speak, fool. Finally.
The restless dead await. Our forces are under attack.
Tread lightly.
Make your choice. You may feel
No
the
one
sting
around.
and wait. The spine land.
What does the shadow will? Our forces
My
are under
sight is
attack.
yours.
Speak, fool. At last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
This better be good. For the
Our
Lich
forces
King.
are
under attack.
Intriguing.
What does the shadow will? This better be good. As the shadow will.
No one orders me around. Finally.
Speak. The restless dead await. The dead shall serve.
Intriguing.
No one orders me around. At last.
I'll make sure you suffer. Your pain shall be legendary.
What is it now? This is more like it.
This better be good.
Speak, fool.
What does the shadow
What is
do?
it now? Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At last. No one orders me around. This is more like it.
You will know endless torment.
What is it now? Speak, fool. What is it now? Finally. This is more like it.
This better be good. For the Lich
Tread lightly. No one orders me around. Speak, fool. At last.
Our forces are under attack.
Tread lightly.
The restless dead await.
Intriguing.
Let darkness guide me.
No one orders me around. Finally.
The dead shall serve.
Intriguing.
For the Lich King.
What is it now? Frostmourne hungers.
The restless dead await. Let darkness guide me.
Tread lightly. This is more like it.
What does the shadow will? For the Lich King. As the shadow will. Let darkness guide
What is it now?
Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. No one orders me around.
We done waiting.
What is it now? This is more like it. No one orders me around.
Our forces are under attack. This better be
Tread lightly.
the
at
restless
last.
dead await. This better be good. What does the shadow do?
No one orders me
Our
around.
forces are under attack. The restless dead await. What does the shadow will? As the shadow will.
What is it now? Tread lightly. What is it now?
This better be good. Intriguing.
Speak, fool. No one orders me around. This is more like it.
The restless dead await.
What is it now?
This better be good. As the
No
shadow
one orders me around. At last. This is more like it. Speak, fool. At last.
What does the shadow will?
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last.
This better be good. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide me. For the Lich King.
What is it now?
The restless dead await. The dead shall serve. As the shadow wills.
No one orders me
Our
around.
forces are under attack. What does the shadow will?
Speak, fool.
The dead shall serve.
Tread lightly.
The restless dead await. Intriguing.
No one orders me around. Speak, fool.
What we do?
What is it now? Fine.
Your pain shall be legendary.
At last.
Faithless coward.
Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Tread lightly. Now, Frostmourne. Frostmourne hungers. At last.
Our forces are under attack. The dead shall serve. For the
No
Lich
one
King.
orders me around.
Our forces are under attack.
What is it now? This is more like it. For the Lich King.
Faithless coward.
For the Lich King. Now, Frostborn.
Our forces are under attack.
For the Lich King.
The restless dead await. What does the shadow do? This better be good. Must be. The dead shall serve. As the shadow rules. As the shadow wills.
No one orders me around.
What does the shadow will?
What needs revealing? My sight is yours. I'll look into it. What needs revealing?
Speak, fool. At last.
I shall be your eyes. All shall be revealed. What needs revealing?
No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers.
The dead shall serve.
Tread lightly. What is it now?
I shall be your eyes.
What we do?
What needs revealing? I shall be your eyes.
The restless dead await.
We done waiting.
What needs revealing? Let's see.
What we do? Let's go.
Tread lightly.
My sight is yours.
What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Tread lightly. This is more like it.
What needs revealing?
What is it now?
My sight is yours.
The dead shall serve.
I shall be your
What
eyes.
does the shadow will?
I go unseen.
Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Speak, fool. Finally. At last. Now, Frostmourne. No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Finally. At last. Finally.
The dead shall serve. The restless dead await. The dead shall serve. The restless dead await.
What is it now? This is more like it. Tread lightly.
Your pain shall be legendary.
My sight is yours.
What is it now?
What we
Speak. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. What is it now? At last. Frostmourne hungers. Now, Frostmourne. This is more like it. At
Inventory
last.
is full.
Finally. Tread lightly. At last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne hungers.
What we do?
No one orders me around. Tread lightly. This is more like it. What is it now? At last. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Speak, fool.
Inventory is full.
Frostmourne hungers.
Inventory is full.
This is more like it.
What we do?
What is it now? At last.
We done waiting.
No one orders me around. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. What is it now? For the Lich King. At last. Finally. At last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more
Our
like
forces are under attack.
Tread lightly. Up. No one orders me around.
What's done is done.
Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last.
You will know endless torment.
This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally.
What does the shadow will? The dead shall
This
serve.
better be good. For the Lich King.
Speak, fool. This is more like it. At last. Tread lightly. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Frostmourne
Our
hungers.
forces are under attack.
What is it now?
The dead shall serve. The restless dead
Tread
await.
lightly. At last. Finally. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Finally.
The dead shall serve.
What is it now?
Make your
Done
choice.
waiting. Random task.
Speak, fool. At last.
What does the shadow will?
Tread lightly. Finally. This is more like it. What is it now? Finally. At last. Speak, fool. Finally. Tread lightly. This is more like it. At last. Finally.
This better be good.
Speak, fool.
The restless dead await. Let
No one
darkness
orders me
guide.
around. Tread lightly.
The dead shall serve. For the Lich King. The restless dead await.
Speak, fool.
What does the
Tread
shadow
lightly.
will?
Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last.
This better be good.
Our
Speak,
forces
fool.
are under attack. What is it now?
The dead shall serve. Let darkness guide me.
What needs revealing? Tread lightly. This is more like
What we do.
This better be good.
no one orders me around. What is it now? No one orders me around. Fine.
The dead shall serve.
What is it now?
Make your choice.
Speak, fool.
Make your choice.
What is it now? This is more like it. Finally. Speak, fool.
Proceed.
What is it now? Tread lightly.
Our forces are under attack. This better be good. Or the Lich King. As the shadow wills. Let darkness guide
We done waiting.
What does the shadow will? The dead shall serve. Our forces are under attack. This
No one orders me around. Frostmourne
dead shall serve. As the shadow wills. Or the Lich King.
Tread lightly.
The restless dead await.
Speak, fool. For the Lich King. Ah, at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. I'll make sure you suffer. No one orders me around. What is it now? Speak, fool.
The dead shall
This
serve.
better
Be good. As the shadow wills.
What is it now?
Must be.
The dead shall serve. Intriguing. As the shadow
Speak, fool.
Small king, no skin. Slay, rend, feast.
What does the shadow will?
Speak. What is it? Frostmourne hungers.
The restless dead await.
Speak, fool. Ah, at last. What is it?
The dead shall serve. Or the Lich King. The restless dead await.
No one orders me around.
We done waiting.
What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Speak, fool.
The dead shall serve. This better be good.
What is it now? You will know endless
The
torment.
restless dead await. Intriguing. Die!
No one orders me around.
The dead shall serve.
Tread lightly. No one orders me around.
What does the shadow will? The restless dead await. What does the shadow will?
We have no time for this. We must find our way out quickly. You have my thanks, ladies. But where is your mistress? Where is Sylvanas?
She sent us to find you, Great King. We've come to escort you across the river. Once we cross it, we'll take refuge in the wilderness. This is the place, sisters. We'll rest here, Great King.
Why here? We've got to find Kel'Thuzad before we...
You have been deceived. Come to my side at once. Obey.
What is happening here? Sylvanas.
You walked right into this one, Arthas. It's time to even the scales.
Traitor! What have you done to me?
It's a special poisoned arrow I made just for you. The paralysis you're experiencing now is but a fraction of the agony you've caused me.
Finish me, then.
A quick death? Like the one you gave me? No. You're going to suffer as I did. Thanks to my arrow, you can't even run. Give my regards to Hell, you son of a bitch.
Back, you mindless ones! You shall not fall today, my king.
This isn't over, Arthas. I'll never stop hunting you.
The effect of her arrow will wear off in time. All the preparations for your journey to Northrend have been made.
You have been a loyal friend, Kel'Thuzad. I don't know what the future holds, or if I'll even return. But I want you to watch over this land. See to it that my legacy endures.
I shall, King Arthas. I shall.